Welcome to the Eczema Warrior podcast. I'm your host, Julia Chen. I'm here to help you heal your eczema naturally so you can finally live your best damn life. Many years ago in my own eczema healing journey, I was stuck and confused on how to heal my skin. Fast forward to today, after many lessons learned and lots of trial and error, I'm now living my best life and traveling the world with clearer skin. If you're an eczema or TSW warrior who desires a life of food freedom and is wanting to heal your skin without steroids while using mindset and manifestation as a tool, you're in the right place. Now let's get into it. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Eczema Warrior podcast. Today's been a good day, you guys. I'm so excited. I actually recorded my very first podcast episode with a guest speaker. It was such an amazing conversation I had with my friend. He's someone that I actually met here in Chiang Mai, and I invited him to come on my podcast because he is so knowledgeable when it comes to what he does. I'm not going to share exactly what he does because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise for you guys. But anyway, today was an amazing day. We did an entire, I think almost an hour of us doing the podcast recording, which is actually on video. So the episode is going to be released on here, but also it's going to be released on video on my other social media platforms. So I'm super excited, and you guys are going to be learning so much from us in this upcoming episode. And I'm just really excited to share it in the next couple weeks. So yeah, that's basically my day today, and still in Chiang Mai. Not much of a big life update besides that. It is Chinese New Year, actually. When this podcast episode is being released, Chinese New Year had already passed. And in Chiang Mai, I'm planning to go to Chinatown and just explore a little bit. But other than that, just chilling here before I head off into a new country in a month. And I'm excited for that as well. Okay, so today's topic, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I feel like I've been talking a lot on my episodes and rambling. And I really want to get to the point today with this episode topic on how to heal your eczema in 2024 and what kind of strategy you should be having this year. So in the past few years of seeing clients, talking to you guys in the DMs and having conversations with you, one thing that I noticed is that there is still a lot of focus around elimination diets, around taking a lot of supplements and restrictions and avoiding certain foods and doing a lot of things to get your eczema under control, whether it is forcing yourself to meditate, doing the journaling, looking on the internet on how to heal, seeing different practitioners. And really what it comes down to is it actually is very overwhelming having to have all this information in front of you and doing all the things and then realizing that it actually isn't sustainable and it isn't a long-term solution because anything that's too overwhelming is not going to give you results. And so I've been reflecting on this over the past few weeks now, even before we hit 2024, like at the end of the year. I want all of you to go into 2024 being in complete alignment with what you're doing to heal your eczema in terms of your strategy, in terms of your mindset. Because last year in 2023, just from looking at my clients, the clients who do really well, and not that I'm trying to compare my clients or anything like that, but what I've actually seen is that my clients who focus on doing less, on incorporating eczema healing into their lifestyle, meaning that they're not restricting their life to the point where they cannot even go out to eat, they can't even enjoy themselves, but instead really just living their life at the same time while healing, they have seen way better results than people who've just been on these diets over and over and over again, on all these kind of cleanses, on a bunch of supplements. And that really shows us that healing your eczema is really about simplicity and doing things that you actually enjoy doing, right? If you are forcing yourself to go on a diet, if you're forcing yourself to go on a cleanse because someone told you that it's going to help your skin, or you read it off the internet, or even your practitioner maybe is recommending you to avoid histamines, to avoid salicylates, but deep down, you know that this is not going to be a fun process, then it's going to be very difficult for you to heal because you're going to feel like every day is a drag. You're going to feel that your diet is so much work and you're just going to feel stressed. And we never want to feel stressed about what you do to heal your skin because I'm sure a lot of you are already stressed from the flare itself. So why are we adding unnecessary pressure when we don't need to, right? So this year in 2024, I truly believe the strategy in healing your eczema is doing less and not restricting your diet, eating a whole foods diet as much as you can, giving yourself grace if you have days where you want to eat pizza, where you want to eat cake, where you want to have a glass of wine. Just fucking do it, you know? It's not going to make your healing go backwards. In fact, it might actually help you, especially if you've been restricting your lifestyle. I would encourage you to probably go live a little because honestly, you're going to heal when you just like breathe a little bit, right? Just like step away from having to do all the strategy to having to follow the strict protocol and just do what feels best for you. And if that means having that piece of cake, if that means drinking that glass of wine, if that means not following the strict protocol for a few months, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I can literally tell you, I have clients where I haven't even started putting them on a protocol, meaning a diet recommendation, any supplements, anything like that. Just focusing on slowing down and working on their mindset, they have seen their skin heal in just a few weeks. So what does that tell you, right? You don't need to do all the things to heal your skin. Maybe just simplifying what you're doing is going to be what is the best strategy for you in 2024 and this year. Especially if you've been doing all the things in the past couple years and you haven't noticed significant healing, you haven't noticed long-term progress, then this is a sign for you to do something different this year. And again, when I say different, I don't mean doing more. I don't mean trying to find all kinds of strategies. It's really just focusing on what feels right to you, and being consistent with it is going to be key. And of course, I always say when it comes to being consistent, you can only be consistent when the thing that you're doing actually works for you and you actually don't find it overwhelming or challenging, right? So if you're eating a wholesome diet for the most part, but you're not being too perfect about it, that's easy to be consistent with. If you don't have 50 million supplements and you're just taking the targeted ones for your root causes, you're going to be more consistent with that. If you have a good mindset, mindfulness practice, a good mindset routine that you love and enjoy doing, and you actually feel good from doing it, then of course you're going to be consistent as well. So for 2024, get rid of the things that you don't feel good about doing. Get rid of things that are out of alignment and start focusing on what you truly enjoy doing. That is really the key for healing your skin this year. The other thing I want to mention too is that yes, strategy is very important. Finding your root causes and choosing the right supplements to address them, looking at your diet and having actually someone to assess all of that is going to be really important for your strategy in 2024. But remembering that pairing your strategy with mindset is what's going to take your healing next level. I feel like a broken record every time I say this, but mindset is literally the foundation, okay, when it comes to your healing. You could have the perfect diet and the perfect supplements, but if you have a negative mindset, you have negative beliefs about your healing, then you're really going to reach a plateau with your healing and you're not going to see as much results as you're actually looking for. So that's the other thing to make note of for 2024. And the last thing I want to mention too is if in the last few years you've been doing things on your own, you've been, feeling really stuck and feeling confused and doing all the things and implementing tips from the internet, Google, YouTube, podcasts, or whatever, even what I'm sharing here, but you're not seeing the results, like that could be a sign for you to start asking for support, right? There are dietitians, therapists, mindset coaches for a reason. We're here to support you and to help you heal, right? We are trained as licensed practitioners to help our clients with their gut issues, with their eczema, with their symptoms. And so instead of having to be overwhelmed and waste time and be stressed figuring it out on your own, especially if you've been doing that for many, many years, this is your sign to start asking for help, okay? And I will tell you from my own healing journey, trying to heal my eczema, I saw the biggest change when I stepped out of my comfort zone and started asking for help from people who understood how to heal eczema. I actually had a practitioner who specialized in TSW and eczema, and she literally changed my life. Without her, I wouldn't be here today. And the only reason why I went to go see her was because I was so tired of figuring it out on my own and not getting the results that I wanted. So I decided to go all in, to invest in my healing and to fully trust that I'm going to heal and that getting support is really going to take me to that level, then literally magic happened. I saw exponential healing. So this is the power of going all in and investing in your health, because your health is so, so important. It literally impacts your relationships. It impacts the way you show up for work. It impacts your career and your school. And if you don't have good health and your skin is flaring, your eczema is flaring, it's really going to be hard for you to excel in other areas of your life, right? So I always say, don't put your health on the back burner. Really focus on that first. And when you're able to heal your eczema and get to the point where your skin no longer bothers you and you can wake up in the morning feeling like your normal self and feeling like a normal person and not having to think about your skin, it is truly life-changing. And I know it's harder to see that right now because you're probably in a flare. That's why you're listening to this episode or my podcast. But, I'm here to support you. You don't have to do this alone, and you don't have to struggle as long as I did in my journey because you have the support. I do coaching for my clients. I help people with their skin. So I'm here for you, and there's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of other people who support eczema healing. So you don't have to go through this alone. And 2024 is the year, you guys. This is a year to really focus on you and do things that that will work for you. Deep down, you're called for this. Deep down, that this is meant for you. Then go for it. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today's episode. I really just wanted to put it out there and sharing what I truly believe is going to change the game for you this year in 2024. So again, it's removing things that are out of alignment when it comes to the actions you're taking with your eczema. If you don't enjoy doing it, get rid of it. Making sure that you are pairing your strategy with mindset. And lastly, getting the support that you need this year. If you like this episode, if you enjoyed any of the episodes on this podcast, then make sure you leave us a review on Apple iTunes or Spotify. And if you are looking for support for healing your skin this year, then come and join me inside my favorite program, which is my Clear Eczema program. It is 6 months of coaching where I give you all the tools and all the strategies when it comes to healing your skin with the root cause protocols, the diet recommendations, of course, the mindset and manifestation work. And inside Clear Eczema, there are weekly group coaching calls. We have a very small community of like-minded individuals who are also on the same journey with you. So you're always getting support and accountability from not only them, but of course, me as your coach by your side. You also get access to our private learning portal with all the modules and all the video lessons that teach you the science behind eczema and also teaches you the step-by-step on how to heal. But the most impactful thing about Clear Eczema is the coaching calls and the amount of support that you get. I know what it's like to feel alone and isolated and not be provided the support that I was promised. And in my program, I really want to be there for you, rooting for you, and I want to see you heal. So this is why we have a very good community and lots of support to really help you get results in just 6 months. You can apply for Clear Eczema in the show notes below. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Now, before I let you go, I want to let you know I have this amazing eczema visualization. This visualization has helped me so much when it comes to manifesting eczema healing flares faster than I can ever imagine, reducing the itch, and just feeling great in my body. This is the exact same visualization I use for my own healing as well as my clients' healing as well. And if you want to receive this visualization, then all you have to do is leave us a review and tell us what you think about the podcast, screenshot it, send it to your email at hello@juliachen.ca, and you will receive the visualization to your inbox. I look forward to seeing your review, and we will see you in the next episode.